All right, so let's get back here to Addison and Alex. All right, who wants to explain this?
Whew.
I thought we were done with this.
Yeah.
I thought we were done with this last week.
People keep on hitting us up, man. We're not seeking them out. They're seeking us out. Addison.
Leave the Bert show alone.
All right, so Addison hit us up, and she's like, guys are like, have crossed a line. I'm over it. These DMs that I'm getting, these messages I'm getting on these dating apps are so inappropriate. And I feel inspired by this woman on social media that I want to reach out to their mothers, and I want to read them. I want to read these mothers what their sons have written me. These crass, over the top, unhinged, rude messages that they have no business sending, and I know their mothers would be so disappointed in them. So that's what we did. We hunted down these guys' moms, and for 3 days straight, Addison read the messages to the mothers of these men, and the first one was really out of the box because he was into farts, and the mom didn't even really believe what was going on. Understood. The next one was Alex, and he went on a tirade after he was rejected by Addison and just reamed her, right? And when we told his mom, Lucille, she was like, yeah, no, that tracks. My boy's got a chip on his shoulder about women. That apple doesn't far fall from the tree because my ex-husband was that way.
I think it's funny you use the word ream considering what the last one is.
Oh. And then the last one was
more
so
about salads.
Crass. It was the first message that she got from him. And he wanted to do unspeakable things to her that some people are into, but it's not something you tell a perfect stranger.
It wasn't unspeakable because he spoke them.
He spoke it.
Quite
It's
loudly.
a request you might make of somebody you've known, been in a relationship for 7 years.
Years.
Yeah.
He's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's munching.
Yes, he is. All right, so here we got, remember the second guy that Kristen is talking about was just so rude that we read the exchange he had with Addison to his mom. Mm-hmm. His mom's name is Lucille. Hey, good morning, Lucille.
Hi.
I want to introduce you to Addison.
So I politely declined a date with your son. His response was, let me guess, your friends hype you up as the catch of the group, but in reality, they only bring you out so you can make them look better. You think you're intimidating men, but really you're just exhausting them. You'll never find someone who checks all your boxes because your list is longer than your dating history, and both are embarrassing.
I love my son, but he has a huge chip on his shoulders about women, just like his father who cheated on me. I'm not surprised. I'm really not.
The fact that she wasn't surprised, I think we all found very, very surprising. Then dude calls up yesterday, the son, and he's chewing us out for exposing his text, and he was nothing but like a victim, no remorse at all. Just one of these guys that you meet that never does anything wrong, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of chew him out on the show yesterday, and now his mom is here. Hey, moms.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I do have to say that, I'm very remorseful about the things I said about my son and my ex-husband. My son was very upset, and I just want to apologize to my son on the air.
Well,
I feel really bad.
Well, you have a gear he doesn't, where you feel bad about something because he didn't feel bad about that text and that dialogue that he sent. So why are you okay? So you feel bad that he feels bad?
I do. After all, that is my son. And his family. I guess I shouldn't have said that on air. I guess I should have just kept my feelings inside. But I just want to apologize to him and make things right. It's trial and error while you're dating, I guess. Hopefully he just learns from it, and I'm sure he will. He is a good son. He is good.
Lucille, I want to hold your hand while I say this.
Oh, no.
You are part of the problem, and it's evident now. And I'm trying to be so gentle. I'm not trying to come down on you at all. Your son said something horrific to a woman who rejected him. All right. And you came on here and you called him out, as you should have. And sometimes people need to hear it from the people closest to them that what they're doing is BS. And I recognize and respect that you want to make it right with your son. You love him. He's your baby boy and he always will be. We love our kids literally no matter what they do.
I know, and I understand, and you know, maybe with what I said, you know, I mean, I do sincerely apologize, but I think he will be a better person because of it, and I really do, you know, pray that he, you know, this turns the page and he sees, and I do believe he's going to do the right thing.
All right, so question for you here, Lucille. So he calls you up. He says that he's very, very upset. You listen to him. Do you voluntarily say to yourself, okay, I'll make it right to you? Or does he say, call the radio station, I need an apology?
Well, not in those words, but you know, he was pissed and he has every right to be pissed about putting personal stuff on air. And like I said before, it is my son. But I just do believe that he'll learn from this, and I want to apologize. I'd never do this again. You know, it's family. What can I say? You don't do that to family.
Just because someone is family doesn't mean you excuse their bad behavior. And I respect you apologizing for airing it out on the air, and I agree with that part. Like, it can be handled internally, but please don't give him a free pass on the hateful words that he's been saying.
Is it possible that you've given him so many free passes over the year that he thinks sending a text like this is okay?
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we'll have to sit down and talk about it. You know, that's possible. I'm not denying, you know, but I have to apologize to him. I'm not going to destroy my family over something he said to a girl, and you know, it is his life, and we'll just have to sit down and talk about it. I don't agree with it, but I do in my heart believe, you know, that he'll grow from this, and maybe I am part of the problem. I don't know, but it's my family, so I really am very, very sorry for putting this information on air and voicing my opinion. I really, it's not good.
Lucille, now that you're gonna handle this behind closed doors, do you think there's any hope of him maybe possibly seeing a therapist to help him?
I'll talk to him about that.
When you say we're going to have a conversation, do you get an opinion in those conversations, or is it him mostly just talking?
Usually, mostly it's just him talking, but I will voice my opinion, privately with him and discuss it, because I don't want him to ruin his life. You know, it's important that he, takes the right steps, and hopefully he will get help. And
I appreciate you calling. I think we have a very clear idea what happened here, and we appreciate you calling. And hopefully you handle this off the air with him the way that you see fit. Okay?
I sure will try. Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
She's just a mom trying to do the right thing.
That makes me sad, though. But, I mean, I have said this for how long on this show? When you take a look at your kids, right, and they are doing things that are going sideways, for me, the first thing I do is I take responsibility for that. What did I do in their past that has made them think that sending a text message like this, what message did you have to take a look at yourself as a parent also. Did you create this?
Yeah, I think Dad had a heavy hand in this, honestly, and I respect her as a mother. I get it. Like, it's her boy. Like, you don't want to admit that your kid did something gross. And I actually really appreciate that she called up to publicly apologize to him for airing that stuff out on the radio. I just hope she takes a harder stance with him in private and just says that language is not acceptable. That's what your father did. You don't want to be like your father, because she told us Dad cheated on her and had a chip on his shoulder about women, and son has it now. And I think, like, she has a chance to help her son break that cycle.
Now, see, you're giving more grace than I am probably this morning, because if it came from a place where she felt bad about it and she volunteered to come on, but I am just assuming he calls mom up, chews mom's booty out. How could you do this to me? I'm so embarrassed, blah, 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 blah. You call that radio station and you apologize to me. That's what I think went down.
Oh, I totally agree with you, but I'm trying to put myself in her shoes. Like, if my son did that, absolutely, I would be calling the radio station to apologize because I want to have a relationship with my son, even if he's a crappy human being. But I would like to think that in private, I would sit down and be like, yeah, what I did was wrong. You're totally right. And I'm sorry. But let's talk about what you did was wrong in this context too. And why you're speaking to people this way and why you think it's appropriate.
Abby, I did get a picture of him. He's very good looking. Do you want his number?
I can fix him.